Hello, third grade, and welcome to lesson 14-8. In this lesson, we're going to work on solving word problems that have to do with mass and liquid volume. Now, we've talked about liquid volume before, except another name that we can give to liquid volume is capacity. We're going to talk more about all of those in just a moment. Let's go ahead and watch our quick video lesson and go over our notes and guided practice together after.
How do you use drawings to solve problems? Think about this question during the lesson. In a juice factory, one 50-liter container had 28 liters of juice in it. An hour later, it had 45 liters of juice. How many liters of juice were added? You can use reasoning to figure out the meaning of the numbers. The drawing shows how the amount changed. What does each black line on the beakers represent? Each line represents 2 liters.
A diagram will be really helpful here.
Draw a picture to show what you know. How does the bar diagram represent the information you are given and what you need to find? The first box in the bar diagram shows the amount to start with, and the line with 45 liters in all above the diagram shows the total amount of juice an hour later. The second box contains a letter that represents the amount of juice added. You know the total and one part. Subtract to find how many liters were added. Subtract to solve the problem. 45 minus 28 equals H. 45 minus 28 equals 17. So 17 liters of juice were added to the container. Is there another equation you can write to solve the problem? Yes, you could write the addition equation 28 plus H equals 45. So in both equations, H equals 17 liters of juice added. Now you know how to use drawings to solve problems.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our notes and guided practice. That was a quick short video going over some concepts we've already learned. Now, let's go ahead and start. So how can you solve problems involving mass and liquid volume? So remember, mass measures how much material an object is made up of. So how much stuff is something made of? And liquid volume, that we also call capacity, measures how much of a liquid can fit in a container, like how much juice can fit in a cup. We use grams and kilograms to measure mass. Those are going to be the units we're focusing on. And we use liters and milliliters for liquid volume or capacity. Now, for our first example question, it says the animals at a pet store eat 80 kilograms of vegetables each day. How many kilograms of vegetables do they eat in 1 week? So I need to stop and think. I know they eat 80 kilograms each day, and I know that 1 week is equal to 7 days. So to solve this, I need to multiply 80 kilograms of food by 7 days to find out how much they eat in 1 week. So I'm going to use the equation 80 times 7 equals F, and F is going to be the food that they eat in 1 week. So I'm going to use my basic facts. Instead of doing 80 times 7, I'm going to do 8 times 7. That's easier for me to do. So 8 times 7 is 56. That means 80 times 7 is going to be 560. The animals will eat 560 kilograms of food in 1 week. Now let's take a look at another example. Adila pours 235 liters of milk into a blue container and 497 liters into a red container. How much does she pour in all? So I need to stop and think. I know she poured 235 liters and then another 497 liters. So to find how much she had in all, I need to add these two amounts together. So I'm going to write out the equation. 235 plus 497 equals T, and T is going to be the total amount that she poured. Now here you can see that I stacked and added. So 235 plus 497, I remember to stack in place value order. So my ones on top of my ones, my tens on top of my tens, and my hundreds on top of my hundreds. 5 plus 7 gave me 12, so I put the 2 and carried the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 9 is 13, so I put the 3 and I carried the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. So that gave me a total of 732 liters. So Adila poured a total of 732 liters of milk in both containers. Now for our next example, it says Ahmad is shipping 3 boxes. Each box has a mass of 8 kilograms. What is the total mass of the boxes? So here again, I want to stop and think. Okay, I know each box is 8 kilograms. So to find the mass of 3 boxes, I need to do either 8 plus 8 plus 8, or I need to multiply 3 times 8. So if I multiply 3 times 8, I know 3 times 8 is equal to 24. So the 3 boxes have a total mass of 24 kilograms. Remember to always put the unit on your answer. All right, our next example before our guided practice says Sarah added 239 grams of cherries to a bowl. Then she added more cherries. The total mass of the cherries was 678 grams. How many grams did Sarah add? So here we have our whole number. We have the part that we know, and we have a missing part. So if I draw this as a bar diagram, my whole number goes on top. The part that I know goes in one box, and my unknown goes in the other box. So I'm going to do 239 plus A, that's my missing part, is equal to 678. Or another way I can rewrite this is 678 minus the part that I know, which is the 239, is equal to A. So I stacked to subtract over here. Did 678 minus 239. I can't do 8 take away 9 because I don't have enough. So I have to borrow. So I borrowed a group of 10. So my 8 became 18. 18 take away 9 is 9. Now, since I borrowed a group from here, this 7 became a 6. 6 take away 3 is 3. And then 6 take away 2 is 4. So my answer is 439. Sarah added 439 grams of cherries to the bowl. So I remember to put my unit on, and I wrote a complete answer. Now for our guided practice, number 1 says, suppose 42 liters of juice is divided evenly into 6 batches. How many liters of juice are in each batch? Write and solve an equation. So if they're divided evenly, that means they're divided equally. So I need to do 42 divided by 6 equals X. X is going to be my liters that are in one batch. Now you can use any letter that you want, so you don't have to stick with the letters that I'm using in our examples. You can use any letter you want, or if the question gives you a variable, they tell you to use A or to use B or whatever, you're going to use the ones that they tell you to use. So here they didn't tell me. I wrote an equation and I used X. So 42 divided by 6 I know is equal to 7 because 6 times 7 is 42. So each batch has 7 liters of juice in it. For number 2, Alex buys a box of pudding mix and a box of cocoa. The mass of the box of pudding is 100 grams. The mass of the 2 boxes together is 550 grams. What is the mass of the box of cocoa? So here, the easiest thing I can do is draw a bar diagram. 550 is my total, so that goes on top. 100 is the part that I know, and I'm going to use X, which is going to be the grams of cocoa, as my unknown. Now I can write this equation 2 ways. I can say 100 plus X equals 550, or I could say 550 minus 100 equals X. So 550 minus 100 is going to be 450. That tells me that I have 450 grams of cocoa. So again, I wrote my variable. I explained what my variable is. I wrote my unit on my answer. I explained what I'm answering. There's 450 grams of cocoa. I didn't just throw a number in there. I showed all my work. So this is what you guys need to do when you are solving. Show your work and do it neatly so that you're able to clearly go over it when we go over it together in class. That way, if there's a mistake, we can find it and we can fix it together. That's it for this lesson. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.